What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy race day. So tonight is the Grand Prix for Las Vegas for Formula One. You happy, babe? You excited for this race? Have you been looking forward to it as much as I have?
No, I don't know that I would use
Here,
that
let me
term.
fix this a little bit, guys, for you guys. There you go. Actually, sorry, the opposite.
More of that.
Yeah, I think, right?
Yeah.
Better? Yeah, there you go. That's better. But yeah, it works. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this. So I'm going to... Actually, I'll leave the volume down right now. Just so that way, in case copyright gets us. Because, that's a thing. So let me go into the chat. Sorry, guys. We got Juan in the house. What's up, Juan? How are you? Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Hope you're doing well and hope you can hear us as well. We also had Adventures with Yoshi or Toad earlier. He had said excited.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I'm very excited. Grace, I think, you're excited to spend time hanging out with our friends, hanging out.
Yes,
Oh, you know
I
what?
am.
Now I gotta hit this play button right here because now the official race is starting.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Was
So-
it on a different,
It like, since I'm watching it on F1 TV, it's kind of like, the pre-show, I have to press play for that. Then the race, press play, and then the post-show, press play. Like, it's weird.
How did you know that the race was...
Because it like prompted me up here. It told me press play for the
Oh.
race. Yeah, we got Crystal and Chris in the house. What's up, Crystal and Chris? Hi,
Thank
friends.
you for joining us.
Shout out to Chris. I got a chance to play a game with him earlier, but then dinner and all that
Yeah.
happened, and so we only played one. But it's
Sorry,
funny.
Chris.
We very casually got third place. Like literally,
Casually.
when we lost, we were like, oh snap, we got third place. So we were just hanging out, talking, catching up. So that was a lot of fun. But thank you for dropping those members only emojis, and shout out to
Thank
all
you
our
so much.
moderators. Always. And shout out to everybody who's watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to Formula One, if you're new to us, whatever it may be, we appreciate you guys joining. And more than that, honestly, we just want to say thank you for spending time. Just thank you for spending time. Last night, we did go live for the very, very first time on TikTok. And so we were live for probably like almost an hour and a half, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And it was fun. We had a lot of great. We had a lot of fun, a great time.
Yeah, I think it was
Yes.
about an hour and a half.
Yeah, we went live twice. One time we got trolled, and we
And
ended
we
the
fell for
live.
it.
It was just like more of a like, how do I say, like
They bamboozled
they
us.
bamboozled us. That's a good way to put
Yeah.
it. They bamboozled us, and so we ended it. But then we came back and we hung out with you guys, and just such a great time. We got Justin in the house. What's up, Justin?
Hi, Justin.
All right.
Thank you to everyone who joined us on TikTok, by the way, yesterday. We
And
really appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And to everybody who gave like the stickers, whatever those donations are called, Crystal and Chris, I think Paula did,
And Raul.
Raul the doctor, I think even Jackie from Jackie and Baby,
yes, Jackie.
shout out to all of you for helping us out, helping the channel grow, helping all this grow basically. And I know I'm not sure if you heard us, Jeremy, but we said hello already.
Yes. Hi, Jeremy.
if you
in
didn't,
case you missed us, say
welcome,
hi.
welcome. Thank you. And we hope that you guys are having a really great night. We got Rena in the house, Crazy Cat Lady
Hi,
2024.
Rena.
She said it's
Thank you for
great to
joining us.
see you guys. It's always great to see you too. Thank you. Crystal and Chris said we had a lot of fun with you last night. Great stream, friends. Thank you. Honestly,
Thank you, friends.
appreciate you guys being there. Honestly, for it being a first time stream on a new platform, obviously we've done the streaming. Having friends, having people there that we recognize, honestly really helped out. Like it really made me feel less nervous. The race is going to be starting very, very soon here. It starts at 10 o'clock. And so basically what this is, just to break it down for you guys, I know a lot of you guys are joining us because, it's us. You might not necessarily watch the sport, but if you do want to watch it, it is, I believe, on ESPN. And you can check it out on there. It's also on Formula One TV for a fee. You do have to pay for a subscription fee, but you can cancel at any time. But what's really, really cool is this is possibly a championship making night because the 3-time reigning world champion Max Verstappen is looking at making it a 4th-time championship tonight because he's basically all of this is based on points.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so
he's going to be going
Yeah.
to Max and Nando.
So I told Grace, I go, the guy that he's basically the closest to in that race, they're lined up against each other today. Like that's just how qualifying went. And I told Grace, do not be surprised if you see an accident very early into the race. Very, very, that will
I don't know why you're
decide
playing that
a
juju out
lot.
there.
Because it's strategy. A lot of times it's strategy that's very dirty, but it's strategy. Let's see here. Yeah, shout out to all the updates on Universal. Hopefully next time we go live, I think if we don't do a members only live tomorrow, which we'll talk a little bit about that hopefully towards the end. What I want us to do is maybe go live next week and we'll do all the fun stuff that we haven't talked about. Let's see here, making sure everybody's good. Looks like everybody's caught up. All right, cool. Looks like we're caught up. But yeah, so we're very excited because Grace has learned quite a bit from me. So I'm hoping that this will be more in tune of what she does. We got Ann in the house. Hi, Ann. Happy Saturday. Thank you for joining us. Yes, hope you guys are doing well over there in Arizona. But yeah, no, right now I'm sweating a little bit. I'm nervous because I really want to know what's going to happen. I'm nervous because I'm live with you guys, and yeah, I just want to, have a great night. But yeah, it's.
Do you really think George Russell has a chance, even though he's because sometimes, like, even when they start first, it doesn't mean they're gonna win.
Yeah, so the driver, British driver from Mercedes, George Russell, is starting in the first position, the pole position, and I do think he has a good chance of winning. He was won 2 races this year. I think one of the races actually got thrown out, or it would have been 3, I believe. But one of the races got thrown out because of his weight. I think like his car was like 2 underweight or something like that by like a very small margin, but enough to where it made a difference. So yeah, I do think he could win the actual race. I don't think he's gonna win the championship. I think that's too late for that.
Yeah.
But I'm nice and stuffed right now. Earlier we did eat, and I still can feel it. We ate potatoes, guisado, so it's like a stir-fried potatoes with a lot of Mexican seasoning and the herbs, some beans and rice, all made by Grace. So I'm like I can feel it right now. I'm still really full. So right now they're doing their formation lap. So basically what it is they're like kind of going around, and then they're gonna stop, and then they're gonna be in position. And then what's really cool about Formula One is they don't have like a like a green light go. It's more like a 5 red lights light up, and then when all the lights turn off, that's when they go. So there's no confusion.
So, Max won the Las Vegas Grand Prix last year?
Max won it last year. Charles Leclerc came in second, and that he drives for Ferrari.
Oh, that's right. We watched that race the other day.
Yeah, we watched it the other day. It was a great race. And then Checo Perez for Red Bull came in third. And so, look, if you guys are looking for the Red Bull number 1, literally the Red Bull, the car number 1, that's going to be Max Verstappen. That's the reigning world champion. The orange cars and the McLaren, or the papaya colored cars as they call them, the flying papayas. And then we got the Mercedes, they're like in that black and like that aqua blue. We got the Alpine in like pink, mainly pink, and so on and so forth. Ferrari in red. I think a lot of people can tell you that Ferrari would be red. Rena said, I'm watching 2Gio and Grace. I'm not sure who's who yet. Oh, by the end, I think you'll have an idea for sure. Yeah.
Glad to hear you're watching along with us. Hortensia.
Hi, Hortensia. How are you, friend? We were stealth watching a little bit earlier, but we hope that you're doing well, and we're always happy to have you in the chat. Like I said, shout out to all our moderators. We appreciate all our friends.
I told you last time, I really gotta take a video of Ariel dancing. Like she's every time.
She loves music, and she loves it when you're DJing.
Yeah,
definitely. And I don't know if you guys can tell, Grace has been kind of like fighting her voice today, so.
I've been fighting it.
Meaning like it's kind of wanting to go out, but obviously, we'll take it easy. We'll take it easy. We're hanging out. So Max Verstappen's up by like a lot of points. It's 393 to 331. So imagine like every race, yes, there's a first, second, and third, but from first all the way down to 10th. Everybody gets points. So the higher you place, the more points you get. Once you get to like a certain point in the season, if nobody can catch you in points and you're a points leader, it doesn't matter if there's 3 races left. Like after today, there's only 2 races left, but there already could be a champion crowned. Now the benefit of watching the other 2 races will be that you just get to see some really fun racing and just kind of see where everybody's at heading into the end of the season. So it's really cool. Hortensia said, please show me when she does.
Yes.
I'll let you hold this over since I'll probably be more into the...
Yes, I'll try to get a good video of her, or at least a picture. I mean, I can't really tell in a picture if somebody's moving.
For being, YouTubers, as we've been called in the past, vloggers, whatever you want to call us, content creators, I forget to grab my phone sometimes and, like, videotape things because we've always like had this like boundary of like, let's live in the moment, you know. And I think it's really hard to live in the moment sometimes. Like, even though I'll sometimes be on my phone, I'll be, oh, she's doing something, and I'll get up and I'll go look, but I'll forget to take a picture. Doing better.
Yeah.
So George Russell in the lead. We got Leclerc in second, I want to say. Carlos Sainz in third. Oh, no. Whoa, what is going on? Did Leclerc just get into second? Wow. It's already getting crazy, guys. Oh, man. Look at how close those cars get, though. Like, think about it. People can't even drive that close, like, in a traffic jam. These fools are going, like, 100 plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's freaking impressive, dude.
People wish.
All right, I want to see who... So I'm thinking it's... Oh, my gosh.
Whoa.
Ooh, that was close. That's close. There's two contacts. Ah! They're good. This race, I'm not telling you, just because it's Vegas, nothing. But this race, the way that they designed it, oh my gosh, they did such a great job designing it. So Russell, Leclerc. So Leclerc jumps Sainz. Sainz was in second when he started. Leclerc was in fourth. No. I don't know how Leclerc got up there.
I do remember Sainz was in second.
Yeah, I think Leclerc was actually in fifth. Oh, no, Norris. So where was Leclerc?
Max is
I think it's sixth. Man, Leclerc. I told Grace too, Leclerc is my other like choice to win pretty much because last year he came in P2, he came in second. And he came in second like in the last minute. It was like a beautiful pass on the last minute, on the last lap. Last turn, I believe.
Rena said, I've never seen the Las Vegas Grand Prix before. It's my first time watching.
Yeah, it's only the second year, so you're very early into the series. So like next year, you'll be able to say that you remember what happened in the second year of the Grand Prix. So Leclerc went up 2 places, Sainz dropped 1, Gasly dropped 1, Verstappen stayed in, like it looks like he started in 5th, stayed in 5th, Norris, same thing, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg, let's see, Perez, where's Perez? Perez, oh my gosh, Checo in 16th. Checo's gonna get fired, honestly, I'm telling you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We're at 16 likes.
You guys are awesome, thank you, friends. So if you guys are wanting to watch the Grand Prix, it is on ESPN. So check out ESPN and you'll be able to watch it on there, or Formula One TV, F1 TV. So ready, second lap.
So Leclerc was at 4th, right? Because
Yeah.
he jumped up 2 places.
Yeah. But this is so early in the race, like
Right.
tires wear out, so they have to replace tires. You know, sometimes accidents happen. Sometimes they're like literally their engines will fail, their gearbox, like you know what is used to change literally the gears in the car to speed up. They'll fail. Tires will blow out. There's so much that can happen. That's why, you know, that's what makes me excited when I'm watching.
Right. Well, I mean, it's crazy he's not going like, well, now he's almost going 200 miles per hour.
And then, like, I was explaining to Grace, like, those times, it basically, like, if you guys are watching the race, the times on the side, besides the driver's names, that's how far back they are from the next driver in terms of seconds. So if it says .991, like Leclerc to Russell right now, he's less than 1 second away from being able to pass Russell. Yeah. So that's how that works. And so they have to worry. They have to kind of worry right now, which is funny because Vegas is like a desert, right? But obviously, a desert it can get cold too. So one thing that they have to worry about is the tires, like because apparently, like last year in Vegas, like the tires wore out really, really fast. So they have to know how much to like basically push them because it was cold, and then when they get hot, like it's almost like it's just like I don't know, like it's
just puts more.
Yeah, like you know, I would say like if there was rough ice, like imagine like rubbing your hand up on rough ice, like it would still hurt, like it would still feel friction and stuff. Because why? Because it's still like rough. So like the matchup to watch right now is Verstappen in 5th and Norris in 6th because they're the ones who are the closest to each other in that championship category. So as long as Max finishes higher than Norris, he'll either win it tonight or at least push it till next week. But most likely win it till next week. Like he's gonna win it. I have a feeling he is, unless like barring like some sort of accident. So Leclerc already has the fastest lap. So that means that even though he's in second place, his car's already going the fastest around the track. So they're investigating because Zhou and Lawson went off the track. So sometimes when drivers go off the track, like they have these things called stewards. These guys, they'll investigate, and if they feel like they did it in an illegal way or an unsafe way, they can get like penalized like seconds. So if they're they can get penalized 5 to 10 seconds. Honestly, I've seen it happen.
And they're like next to each other.
Yeah, and so think about it, like if they penalize somebody 5 seconds and they're only a second away from the person in front of them, that completely it really hurts. And then also apparently it's really windy tonight, and it's also really dusty. So there's a lot of dust coming through.
Like kind of like a dust storm.
Yeah, almost like a dust storm. Yeah.
Like there was for us a couple months ago.
Making it extra interesting for everybody. Verstappen. Did Verstappen already pass Gasly? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. So Leclerc and Russell are battling it out right now. Russell took position back. Leclerc briefly had first place. And then Verstappen overtook Gasly to go into fourth place. Sainz is still in third place. That was amazing. That was some good wheel-to-wheel action between Russell and Leclerc. Honestly, I'm so happy they didn't crash. That's so good. That was good. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. I do think they're going to eventually pass one of the Ferraris, well, probably Leclerc, because there's two of them. So, as teammates, they can help each other out. They can help each other pass the next person up. And then defend from that person passing it. False start noted, Piastri. So Oscar Piastri started too fast. He started too soon. False start. Yeah, so it looks like Russell held on pretty comfortable. Leclerc still about half a second, a little over half a second, about 0.6 of a second back. So he's really close. Whoa, how could they even tell he took off? That is so hard to tell. Like, they're showing a replay of that false start, but it was like one of the orange papaya cars, and I couldn't tell which one. Obviously, I could tell Piastri was the one in the back, but it looked like they took off right at the same time. Damn, that's crazy. So he started right there.
How do they even know those things happen? Like, does somebody
cameras see it, like sensors, I'm assuming too. Dude, that's crazy. From fourth to second.
Yeah.
God, Max's car is so slow. There's those divots. They made him a little prettier though. They kind of like, you know what I mean?
They don't look as
kind of more symmetrical. Yeah.
They don't look as bumpy as they did, or
Yeah,
lumpy as they did yesterday.
Freshly shaved.
Rena said, I'm going with Russell or Leclerc. I'm undecided.
I don't think it would be wrong to choose either. Russell, like I mentioned, won multiple races this year, and so did Leclerc. So both excellent drivers, possible world champions one day. I don't understand how those tires can bump each other like that without like completely just exploding. What happened there? Oh, it's the wrap, the side of the wrap for the car. You got stuck there when they hit. It's crazy because Hamilton's already struggling and his car was fast all weekend.
It's crazy how much people want Hamilton to win, though.
And it's crazy how much people don't want Hamilton to win. A lot of they asked Terry Crews, like, who do you want to win? He's all Hamilton. I forgot who else they asked. But they asked Jared Leto too, and Jared Leto was like, oh, I want my friend Lewis Hamilton to win. He's such a great friend of mine, a great person.
Yeah.
He's all, I wish him all the great luck with the show.
The show?
I swear, he wished him good luck with the show. I was like, wow. Wow, side to side. Lewis Hamilton, Oscar Piastri. Piastri got him on the inside.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow, he passed his teammate. Wow. Okay, it's getting spicy out there between the Ferraris. It looks like Hamilton's
so are they
right
wanting Carlos to win?
No. Carlos is actually leaving Ferrari
That's
at the end of the year. Yeah,
That's
for Lewis Hamilton, Lewis is actually leaving Mercedes. No, they would much rather have Leclerc win.
Yeah.
Like, they would much rather have Leclerc win. Like, if they had to give a team order, like, and say, like, hey, like, who's gonna win? Because they've done that. Some teams will do that. They'll, like, be like, hey, switch with your teammate. We want your teammate to win for whatever reason, right? Yeah, they'll tell him. But it really is up to him to say, okay, I'm down, I'm gonna do it, because they can't forcefully stop him on the track and be like, no, like, let's shut off his car so that way his teammate wins instead. So it does happen where, like, I've seen Max not give up position before, like, say, nope, if he wants to pass me, tell him to be faster.
Yeah.
Like, straight up say that before. There you go. Yes, let's go, Max. Let's go.
Happy belated birthday, Rena.
Oh, really?
It was in September.
Oh, okay. Well, happy belated birthday,
Yeah.
Rena, in
didn't
September.
We did not know,
No,
Rena.
but, we hope that you had a good one back then. Yeah, absolutely.
Hope you had a great birthday, by the way.
Oh. Is that Ocon trying to pass him? I can't tell who's passing who. Oh, Gasly trying to pass Norris. That would be hilarious. So, the reason I say that is Pierre Gasly drives for Alpine, and it's a slower car. The McLaren has been crazy fast this year. So, if that slower car passes the faster car, that's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like Lewis, he got past Piastri, and now he's going to get past Yuki.
So it looks like Leclerc's probably not gonna. There's
I don't
always a
know.
chance.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he went to the pit. Maybe if he, I didn't remember seeing anybody go into pit lane. He's gonna get past. Yeah, he'll pass him right now in like a second or two. You can see him catching up. Look, it's because he has a slipstream, meaning now he has DRS. So DRS is like this wing thing that they can open that allows more air to go through, and they basically like it gives them faster speed. So bam, there you go,
Right,
Hamilton.
aerodynamic.
Yeah. And so this is what I expected from Hamilton, because Hamilton has had the faster car. So I expected Hamilton to go from the 10th spot all the way up. So now he's in 7th, which is good. I expect Hamilton to be in 4th or 5th. There you go. There you go. So Hamilton's officially in 5th now. Who pitted? So Lando pitted.
And Leclerc.
Leclerc pitted. So what they're doing is they're going from, I believe, there's the soft tires to the medium. Where are they going to? So you're gonna see a lot of dudes go in the pit right now. They're switching tires. The tires degrade way too fast.
Because they're going so fast.
Not only that, but it depends on the tire. Like if it's a soft tire, the soft tires like chunk out quicker.
Mm.
Oh, 5-second penalty for Oscar.
Who?
Oh, so yeah, so everybody changed from soft to medium. So it looks like a lot of people are on the medium tire now.
So was it for that false start?
Yeah, it was for the false start. So Oscar Piastri started way too
Hamilton,
quick. Yeah.
That was like a big jump for him.
Yeah, he went from 10th to 5th, which I expected, and he's gonna go get 4th right now. He's about to pass Gasly. He's only about 0.2 seconds away from him. Where is Perez? Perez went up to 11th, which is good. We need Sergio Perez, Checo. We need him in 10th or higher. Like, dude's gonna lose his job if he doesn't do that.
Nina said, looks like a close race from what I'm seeing.
It's pretty close. I mean, even you don't
very
even have to be an
competitive,
expert.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, honestly, like you don't have to be an expert. Like this race is very close right now. It's really, really exciting. Sometimes these races are not that close, and it can be kind of like, it goes. But yeah, I knew this one was gonna be awesome.
I like that. Let's race to 30. Thank you so much.
I'm down. I love that. So now Sainz.
Oh my gosh, Hamilton's in 3rd?
Yeah, but it's because a lot of people have pitted. So now the next ones that are going to pit are probably going to be Hamilton and Verstappen and Russell. And so then they'll drop down. But then when they'll catch up. Yeah, they'll catch up again, basically. What's up, fam G? Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Hope you're doing well.
Thank you for joining us. We're just in the midst of watching this Las Vegas Grand Prix. And so if you guys are joining us, you guys see we're on that vertical format. Make sure you guys double tap on the screen to hit the like button. Also, hey, if you're new, if you're joining us, and you guys see, we watch F1, we go to theme parks, we travel, we do a bunch of cool stuff. Make sure you subscribe. We're almost to 1,800 subscribers, less than, 300 subscribers until we get to 2K. We want to hit 2K before the end of the year. We only have about a month and a week left, but I think we can really, really do it if you guys help us out. Absolutely. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa, tell everybody. Tell your aunt, uncle. Send this to your neighbor. Tell them, hey, watch them.
Thank you so much, Rena. You're too sweet.
Thank you, Rena.
She said, love you and Gio.
Thank you, Rena. We appreciate you always, and thank you for always being here for us. We really appreciate it. Honestly, we really do. Oh man, I'm starting to get hot. I'm just gonna open this switch.
I go from being fine to being cold.
Oh, yeah. I think also these lights back here, and they're lit up in the Formula One colors.
I was gonna say, like, it was raining this morning, and it kind of stopped, but it was very cloudy. But inside is when it was like, feeling warm
so look.
and muggy in here.
Verstappen in the pit,
Right.
so he dropped to what, 6th, 7th?
Yeah.
But look, Perez, where he's at, 4th.
For now.
Doesn't tell the whole story. It doesn't tell the whole story. When they pit, it always messes up but then eventually things even out somehow, some way.
It's already the 12th lap. That's crazy.
It goes by fast. Even though it is 2 hours, it is 2 hours, but it goes by fast because when a race like this has like constant, like people are changing and like it's very exciting. And that was the hard part for me with NASCAR. Like I like NASCAR, but I can't get into it the way I get into Formula One. It's just because sometimes I feel like it's very static. And I love this where it's like the track is, crazy. There's chicanes, there's like loops, there's straights, there's so much, to look at.
CNC said, "You think this is as close to Mario Kart and Rainbow Road as it'll get under the bright neon lights of Vegas?"
You know what? That's exactly. I guarantee you, the person that put this together said, "You know what? I love to gamble. I love to drink. I love Mario Kart Neon Road. Let's put those things together. Let's make it a hit." I know a lot of people in Vegas, and we've never been to Las Vegas. We really want to make it a point of going next year. But I know a lot of people, from what we've seen, they complain about it, and it's rightfully so, because if you don't give a damn about this stuff, and you see all this construction and all this stuff impeding your normal everyday life, then I could see why that would be annoying. But I think, like, as time goes on, I'm telling you, by the time that the contract is getting closer to ending for F1 in Vegas, I don't think it's going to end. I think they're going to re-up, and I think people in Vegas are going to want them to re-up. Because every single year, they're going to get more efficient at it. They're going to get better at setting it up. It's not going to be as much of a headache, hopefully. The Las Vegas locals will understand how to maneuver around even better. Like, not that they don't, but, they'll, like, know when to go out. Basically how to carry about their day and still be able to enjoy F1. And I think one thing that F1 should do, like, for anywhere that they're at, is they should, like, offer, like, discounted tickets for locals, like, they should get the locals to come in too and watch, man, because honestly, it's fun. And they have drinks, they have food, they have all this stuff that a lot of sports, like, if you pay to get in, you're not getting food unless you get, like, a VIP box, So for $300, $400 sometimes, like, I know it sounds like a lot, but for one day, I know especially, but they treat you, it's a whole day event. It's
really
fun.
They treat you like VIP.
They try to make it so where you're gonna do it again. They don't want you to just do it once. And here's a secret that I'm gonna try to do. Like, here's my tip that I'm gonna try to take when we try to go next year, is buying them on StubHub or SeatGeek or one of those aftermarket resellers. Like, somebody who doesn't want either all 3 days, just wants to get rid of one day or whatever. That's where you're gonna find a lot of them really, really inexpensive.
FamG said it's been pouring rain.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, it's gonna be us the rest of the week, basically, up until Thanksgiving Day.
Mm-hmm.
CNC said, read that they'll already sorry, I'm like, my throat. They're gonna have a better fan zone next year by the grandstands open arcade and actually go karts or something.
Yeah, I believe it. Honestly, the grandstands are expensive to sit in. They're very expensive. But I don't remember if they have it in Vegas, but in other places they have general admission where people go and you find your spot to sit at and you do that. But the fan zones and all that, like the games, like I was like making a joke yesterday. I'm like, anytime there's like an event, like Universal throws an event, there's what is it called? Cornhole. Like, F1 had cornhole. Like, there's cornhole at all these events. But yeah, like they have cornhole. They have drinks. Like, I know Heineken. They were watching a channel from Vegas, and the dude was walking around. They're live streaming, and the dude was walking around, and they handed him a Heineken. Like a free Heineken, you know what I mean? And
a buzzball.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, so
they handed him a buzzball. Like, somebody else
gave him a buzzball. But yeah, they gave him a Heineken for free. Like and Heineken is a sponsor of Formula One, of this Grand Prix per se. So it's really cool that they're just trying to make the whole strip, the whole race area, that whole area into like a big party zone. It's like a big stadium basically for a race, right? Like a track. It's a track, even though it's all based off of streets that have existed already. So it looks like right now, what's going on?
I'm trying to figure it out. People are going up and down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's going on?
Yeah, well, it looks like Russell's still at first, then Perez.
Perez, what? Please, Checo, please.
Checo moved all the way from like 14, 15.
Actually, he's 16. Yeah, he's in 16. Please, Checo, just stay right there for a little bit.
Let's see. Rita said that in Connecticut, her state finally got some much needed rain.
Oh, that's great, honestly.
It was very dry there.
I would love to visit Connecticut, like that whole New England area. Like, just sounds like it'd be like a really cool area to just experience. A lot of history over there.
Family said he has a trip plan to go to Vegas for the first time.
Oh my
First
gosh.
week in April for spring break.
Okay. That's
Can't wait
awesome.
For Area 15 Omega Mart Atmosphere.
Oh my gosh. We are so jealous of you.
Yeah, we're very excited for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll
I
live
really-
vicariously through you. Oh,
Did he
no,
lose
what
power?
happened? Who lost power?
Gasly.
Oh no.
Oh no, dude.
No.
Oh no, dude. He sounded so desperate. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Damn.
How does that happen?
Did you hear him screaming into the mic? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, his car's on fire.
No.
Oh, wait, no, it's just smoking.
Okay.
Oh, man. He started in third.
Gasly?
That is absolutely heartbreaking. That's the end of his race. Damn, dude. Wow. Man, my heart goes out to him. Damn. Had to retire his car already. What's up, bro, the doctor? How are you, friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, Pierre Gasly, the driver for the Alpine racing team, they're very, very much like a middle of the pack to end of the pack team. They don't really start up in first, second, or third. He started in third, and his car blew a gearbox. So if you guys remember earlier, those of you who were here earlier, I said that, you know, if you blow you can blow an engine, you can blow your gearbox, you can blow he blew a gearbox, and it just unfortunately didn't work for him. And so yeah, at this point it's too late. They can't do anything about it. So Lando Norris is absolutely stinking it up tonight, and I'm very happy about that.
FamG said it's amazing they shut down all the streets for this event. So cool they do this in the heart of Vegas.
Yeah, last year I was kind of like, I've never been to Vegas, but I was like, oh man, why are they doing that to the locals? Like, they're putting up all these screens, people can't even like walk, you know, and see these things. I was really like salty for like Vegas locals, like, you know, but then
because a lot of people were complaining about it.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you to not sympathize.
Absolutely, and I still feel that way to a degree, but then I started thinking about like what exactly Formula One does for like a lot of the cities that it goes to. I think it's dope. Like, I hope they keep it going. I want to go so bad, and it is the closest one that I can go to. The next closest one is in Texas. The next closest one after that is in Miami. The next closest one after that is in Mexico City.
Yeah.
Or
Wouldn't
actually,
Mexico be closer than Miami?
Sorry, Texas, Mexico City, Miami, Brazil. Oh, sorry, Canada, then Brazil. Like, those were all like the closest ones to us. Mm-hmm. So after that, they're all like in Europe or Asia, like, or in Africa. I think. No, actually, there is none in Africa. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like Europe, the Middle East.
Let's go to the one in Monaco.
Monaco is probably the most expensive one to go to because that's where everybody's.
Let's go to that one.
It's the most billionaires per capita. They'd be like, what are these people doing there?
Well, if you want to stay married to me, you're going to become a billionaire.
I thought you were going to say a belly dancer.
a billionaire belly dancer. I'm just kidding.
Thank you. Thank you for not making me do the belly dancing thing.
We'll both be belly dancing billionaires.
Is that Charles? What's up, Charles?
Hi, Charles.
Happy Saturday. I know some of you guys, it's probably already the next day. See, now Perez is dropping back down because he pitted again. Oh.
Come on, Charles.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so heartbreaking when they pit.
Max is in the number 2 spot.
See right there, he had let Max pass.
And their cars are so cool.
The Red Bull? Yeah, I love the way their cars look like stealth. Oh, that's the moment that his gearbox blew out. Oh, look at how hot it was. It damaged the car. Man, that sucks. He was coming into today's race. He was the only driver the whole year who had not caused his team damage in the car. Now that's still true. It wasn't his fault. The gearbox blew out. So there's 2 more races left. If he doesn't damage his car himself, hold on. Okay. But yeah, as it stands right now, in the next 2 races, he doesn't damage his car. He'll be like, I think, the first Formula One driver not to cost his team damage or something like that.
Charles said you'd get first place for belly dancing.
I would, honestly.
You're pretty big.
It's pretty big, so I was saying.
Oh my god. You don't need to have a big belly to have to be a belly dancer. Charles is just saying you know how to move. You're a great dancer, babe.
So earlier tonight, when we were about to have dinner, I was playing with, Chris. I got off, and was it when we were about to eat where we could hear all the helicopters?
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's a lot of sirens.
We're heating up tortillas and all that for dinner, and honestly, we kept hearing sirens, kept hearing helicopters. Like Grace even said, like, "Hey, the helicopter's pretty nearby." Like, it was super loud. We still never figured out exactly what happened. We have absolutely no idea what happened, honestly. But it was kind of freaky, honestly. We were just kind of wondering what was going on.
Yeah, I should maybe it's more about...
It was weird, honestly. I'm telling you, it was weird. It was like a lot going on. And we don't get that kind of action around here, guys. It was very exciting. The kids were like, I'm scared. Grace is like, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
So Russell's back in the lead, followed by Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc. But Verstappen, I don't think, has pitted at all. Or actually, he pitted once. Lewis Hamilton just set the fastest lap. What about Wilson? Sorry, it's harder to read the chat.
Raul said he had tamales for dinner. We're jealous, Raul.
It is that season. It is the reason for the season, the tamales season. We've already had tamales.
I know, but I'm still jealous.
No, I'm just saying. I make it like a point to eat tamales during the fall and winter. Like I make it a point to eat watermelon during the summer.
I think it was a couple weeks ago when your mom sent us some.
Yeah. I thought they were chicken and cheese, and well, she thought they were chicken and cheese too when she sent them. She sent us the wrong ones. She sent us cheese.
Well,
they were good.
She thought they were chicken and green sauce.
They were still good. Don't get me wrong. They were still bomb. It's just I really wanted the chicken, honestly. I love, like, to me, I'll be completely honest with you. Let us know what your favorite tamales are. But to me, the chicken and green salsa, like that is the best tamal. Like, and I know a lot of people love pork.
I love pork,
but
I love beef.
I don't know if I've ever had. Yeah, I've had beef tamales. What am I talking about? Yeah, I honestly like the green chicken tamal better. Yeah, damn. Now I want tamales. All right, so right now in first place we got George Russell, followed by Max Verstappen in second place. In third place, Carlos Sainz. Fourth place, Charles Leclerc. Fifth place, Lewis Hamilton. Sixth place, Lando Norris. Seventh place, Yuki Tsunoda. Eighth place, Oscar Piastri. Ninth place, Alex Albon. And rounding out the 10th place is Nico Hülkenberg. Let me fix my shorts. Deborah, what's up, Deborah?
Hi, Deborah.
Read what Deborah said. Sorry, Deborah. Like, literally, the chat's like that small. And we're using the laptop for the race.
Hello, everyone. Just popped in to say good evening and what a wonderful topic. I know you we're talking about tamales.
Yeah, tamales are always a must topic, during this time of year. Honestly, we eat tamales like pretty regularly, even throughout the year. As far as like we don't like just stop eating them, but around this time, like it's like a must. So we love tamales, and we appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much.
Deborah. We
Yes,
appreciate it.
and thank you to everybody who stopped by. Please, if you can, do us a huge solid. Just hit that like button. We're trying to get to 30 likes tonight if possible. But yeah, we're having a really good time just hanging out, keeping it low profile. Didn't go live for Friday. We might go live for a members only live tomorrow. We didn't film for a weekly vlog this week. I think I kind of I needed a break from filming, and then Grace was really busy this week as well. But if we go live, it'll be tomorrow for probably about an hour, just to hang out with our members and shoot the what and have some laughs and usually goes off the rails. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There is that chance that I was even gonna talk to Grace about it, just because I've been exhausted and I've been like, I don't know, I've been really tired these last couple of days. But possibly we might skip this week with doing maybe something for the members only stuff, and maybe just do like a makeup or double it up. But I'm pretty sure we'll probably go live, just because we don't have anything to do on Monday. That we have to get up early for. And that's usually what prevents us from going live on Sundays a lot of the times, especially for those members live. We usually, like, if we can't do them, it's usually because the next day we have to get up early for something. So on Monday we don't have to be up early. So barring anything, I think we probably will, and we'll put out a notification out there. Now, if you guys are watching and you haven't joined the membership, literally it's $1. You can join this month, cancel it, and you'll be able to join us for that members only live. But if you like it, you can let it recur. It's $1, literally $12 a month. I'm sorry, $12 a year, only $1 a month.
$12 a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, wow. I just did it. It's $1 a month for $12. No, it's $1. It's only $12 a year. So obviously, if you guys are willing to show that support, we obviously always appreciate it. And it always helps our channel out. Believe it or not, even that $1 helps out our channel. Believe it or not, yeah. It's awesome, and we get to give you guys some really cool exclusive content.
So is Russell just really going that, like, he's already like,
yeah.
So Max is like
10 seconds
away from him.
Yeah, chances are Max, unless like Russell has like a blowout or his gearbox blows out or something, that he's not gonna be able to. Verstappen won't be able to catch up. No.
So let's see. Charles said pork tamales.
Oh look, is that Astrobot? No, it's Astroboy.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I like the ones that your mom makes that have like the red sauce, the pork and the red sauce.
So what was that last thing? I'm sorry, what was that?
I said that Charles said he likes pork tamales.
Charles? Yeah, I think that's like literally what most of my family likes. Like my dad, my grandma made really amazing pork tamales. They were super fatty. I know like a lot of people love that, like really manteca taste.
Danji said he agrees with you. Those chicken tamales, the ones with green sauce. Yeah, those are really good.
I don't know why. I don't even need a fork. Like I can unwrap them and just eat them like that.
I feel like the underrated ones for me are the ones with cheese and
jalapeno?
Yeah.
I think they're underrated with the typical more. I think here in America maybe, but I feel like people who are very like
cheese and rajas.
Like who know, like who like have a lot of family members that make tamales, very typical tamales. You know cheese and rajas, like the jalapenos. That's really good stuff, honestly.
Chris said we love all the tamales, even the elote ones are one of our favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's funny. Like, I'm kind of not as hot on the corn ones.
I'm not either. I'm okay with them. The ones with piña are the ones that I'm like, I can't.
I haven't had a pineapple one or like one like that in a long time. Like, I remember one time my mom gave me one, it was pink. I was like, I don't even know.
You're like, what?
I was like, all right, cool, special edition.
Nice. Yeah, Deborah said the only ones I don't like are the candy ones. Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah.
The pineapple ones.
I don't hate them, but they're just not.
Yeah.
They're just not my first go-to thing.
There you go, Raul. You said the tamales, the rajas.
Yeah, rajas. It's like very simple because all you need is like cheese and canned jalapeno, and as long as you have your masa, you can make some tamales. It's really cool. That one thing with the pork ones and all that, you have to make your filling, and that takes a little while.
Yeah.
especially if you want it to be tender. If you don't want to have like this undercooked filling.
Honestly, I feel like the pork ones are the ones that your mom always gets right. I don't know why. At least for me. I know sometimes it's hit and miss with like some of the ones that she makes.
It looks like Hamilton's about to pass Leclerc.
Oh no.
So remember Leclerc was in second place.
Yeah.
Man, it smells good outside right now. It smells like woodsy. Because we live like more in a nature-esque area, I guess you could call it. I don't know, but it smells like the woods. Like if it rained outside and like we're like in the woods, it's awesome. And I've had the ability to go up into the woods a couple times this year, and then even like done some work in areas close to the woods, up to the mountains, and so I've been really blessed this year to be more in the nature here in the Central Valley. Like we spent so much time out in the concrete jungle of Hollywood, LA, SoCal, and even like going to the beach. But I think this year I really wanted to make an emphasis of spending a lot of time around here and enjoying what we have around here. Like real talk. It's just, yeah, we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate. I was talking to Jackie and George. We were talking to them on the phone not that long ago. And we're talking about like the things that grow around here, and we're telling them about oranges. And so we get orange groves like right now, full of oranges. And when we were talking to them, the oranges hadn't started growing just yet. But right now, like when you're driving around, especially when we get outside of the city and we can see those orange groves, a lot of them are already growing oranges on them. A lot of them already have oranges. And so literally, like, we wouldn't suggest you do this, but you could literally pull over, pluck an orange off, eat one. I mean, we just wouldn't suggest it because those oranges do belong to the farmers. And I just think it's not right. But, in the past, we've been able to do that when we were kids, especially when we were kids. Anything in the chat?
Rose said, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the tamales de dulce. Deborah said, don't give it the mom with raisins, please.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm pretty sure my mom's trying to give me those before.
Crystal, what? Pineapple tamales?
Yeah, you guys never heard
tamales
of
de piña, yeah. It's a real thing.
I know, my mom, like my dad was never much, my dad likes the corn ones, but like growing up I remember my dad liked the corn ones, but my mom was always the one with the piña and then this and that.
Yeah, my mom was always the one with like the corn and
not mad at it.
the pineapple ones, but she also liked the ones that had no filling. Remember my mom
gave tamales huérfanos, right?
No, huérfanos, sordos. No, that's what she would call them.
Tamales sordos?
Yeah.
I could have shown she called them huérfanos.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Sordos is like can't hear.
Well, they don't have
or left-handed tamales. Zurdos. No.
Well, they left at their
I'm pretty sure that tamales. Yes, because they were left with no filling.
I guess.
Tamales huérfanos. I'm pretty sure your mom called them tamales huérfanos.
Know.
So tamales huérfanos are, or at least what I think they're called, or tamales sordos, whoever's right. I don't know. Basically, are just tamales made with no filling. Just the masa. And I grew up eating them like that. I love them like that, and I love them fried. They taste so good with coffee.
Pam G said, are the pineapple tamales like Hawaiian tamales, like Hawaiian pizza? No, they're not. No.
Have we said hi to Mr. Deborah?
Oh, Mr. Deborah's
Yeah, Mr. Deborah. I was just double checking because I thought I saw it from
you know what? I thought it was Deborah that said don't give a tamale with raisins. Sorry, Mr. Deborah. I apologize.
I thought I saw you, but honestly, since we have my phone over there, it the lettering is that small, and I could kind of see your guys' icons.
Yeah,
that's how I'm going. But yes, thank you for joining. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I try not to because I hate when people complain about the whole pineapple pizza crap. Like. And so I try not to be a hater about it, but yeah, I don't like the sweet ones. I just don't. They're not for me. They're not to my palate. And the only reason I say that about the pineapple pizza is because people talk about it a lot. Like, too much, honestly. It's understood. People don't like it. I like it. Just not my tamales. Like my son, probably asleep already.
He should be
asleep. Who one time I saw him eat his tamales with ketchup. And I swear I gave him a hard time. I'm sorry. I just could not tolerate that. Disrespect.
Hey, but at least he ate the tamal.
What is
we
going
couldn't get
on?
him to eat it before.
So Leclerc just passed Sainz. So Leclerc's in third place again. Hamilton is about to pass Sainz, I think. And my back is hurt. Incredible. Oh my gosh, Leclerc just passed Verstappen. Oh, but Verstappen went into the pit. Never mind.
That's why.
So, one fun fact as well about Formula One is that they actually use a V6 turbocharged hybrid engine, or power unit as they like to refer to it. And so that means that they actually have the ability to go the entire race period without having to refuel one time. All they have to do is keep an eye on their battery levels and conserve either battery or find a way to conserve whatever fuels they have. But really, every single pit stop is less than 3 seconds. Your fast ones, your typical ones, are about 2.2 seconds long. So literally, they go into the pit, they get raised up, drop, boom, go. So it's pretty exciting. It's really cool.
Mr. Deborah said you guys are good. And Deborah said, that's okay, we get that all the time, my beard is shorter. I love that.
Yeah, I love that sense of humor, honestly. Oh my bad.
Some Chris said, do we need to start the pineapple belong in tamales?
You know, you guys are more than welcome to start that debate. I don't know. I feel like I know a lot of people who like tamales like that. And I did grow up knowing tamales, like pineapple tamales and all that stuff. So it's not weird to me. It's not weird to me, but it's not my stilo. But I can see how it'd be weird to people who never heard it.
It's because they make them sweet, and I don't know that I like the combination. I like Hawaiian pizza. I just don't like the combination of pineapple and tamales.
So like champurrado, like for my non-Latino people or especially Mexican, it's like a hot chocolate but with masa. Like they put like corn in, like the corn masa.
Yeah, they
so
make it thicker.
That's like the one thing that I feel like I can tolerate like that. But I think actually making that corn into like masa and then making it to tamal and then adding like the pineapple and I don't know what else.
I feel like it's kind of like maicena that they add, And
yeah, I still love maicena. Cornmeal?
Yeah.
Cornstarch.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, is that an al pastor tamale? No, it's literally like a sweet, like tamale that they add like pieces of pineapple to it.
Yeah, they're just sweet. Like literally, they're just like there's no like rhyme or reason to this. It's just sweet, and it's just for like that enjoyment of like a dessert. Like my mom, I'm telling you, my mom loves those things. Like loves the corn tamal too, and the corn tamal, in my opinion, are very very sweet as well. It's almost like having corn chowder in your or corn soup. I wouldn't say chowder, corn soup maybe in your like. Yeah.
Pamji said pepperoni tamales might be good.
Pepperoni tamales?
Yeah. Don't know.
I don't know.
It just depends.
I don't know. I can't.
Could be the diced ones.
You would have to convince us on that, or convince me at least on that one. I don't know.
Pepperoni and cheese tamales.
I'd rather have spam. What about spam tamal? I think the spam tamal might work. So
yeah,
I think the spam. I'll take spam.
Deborah said, okay, the tea is pouring out. So you were that one kid stuck at the table because you wouldn't eat your pineapple tamales?
You know what? I was very lucky that I had parents who didn't want to be stuck at the table with me, so they would definitely let me leave. Like, I'll give you an example. I hated carne asada when I was very small because I didn't like cartilage, I didn't like ligaments, I didn't like fat.
He wasn't a big meat.
I don't like that. Like, I like it more now, but I didn't like that flavor at all when I was a kid. So my mom used to give me a taco, like she would fry up the tortilla like they do at a like taco stand, like a really fancy taco stand. What the hell am I talking about? At a legit taco stand is what I'd be saying. It's fancy to me, damn it. She would fry it up and she would put cabbage, a little bit of salt, a little bit of lemon, and salsa. So like it was basically a vegetarian taco, and that's what I would eat. I would eat like 3 or 4 of those, and those would be my tacos. And it really took me a long time before I came around.
I'm sorry, I closed it very good. I was trying to get it back.
Did we say hi to Gabriel?
He barely came into the chat.
What's up,
Hi,
Gabe?
Circle City.
How are you? Good
He
seeing
said,
you,
I'll
man.
say no to pineapple tamales even though I never had it.
I don't think it's something that people can pick up, eat, and like, well, immediately. Like, I really don't. I think it's an acquired taste. I think, like, if I were to feed all of you right here tamales, I think a couple of you will right away be like, no, I don't like this. And I think a couple of you would be like, I don't know how I feel about this. And some of you would be like, I think it's okay. I don't think anybody would be like, wow, wowzers, like, this is incredible. Like, oh my gosh, Gio and Grace, thank you so much. But I do think some of you at some point would acquire the taste for it. Yeah. I can't. I've tried. I don't like it. It's not for me. I just don't like it. You know, it's like, you know, obviously a lot of people, you know, we have our friends Crystal and Chris in here. You know, they've talked about pineapple and foods and stuff like that. And if it's like an aversion to you, you're not going to like it. It doesn't matter, you know, how many times you have it. Like, there's some stuff, like, especially like with menudo, there's some stuff I won't eat. Like, I'll eat the broth, but I won't eat the lining, the stomach, and all that stuff on menudo. It's never been for me, and I've tried, and I every single time I'm like gagging pretty much.
Sorry.
So if the way it finishes tonight, Max would officially be champion. So as of right now, we might be looking at a 4-time Formula One world champion in Max Verstappen. If he wins this year and wins another 3 more, he'll tie Lewis Hamilton and Michael Schumacher for the most championships. If he wins another 4, then he'll be the Formula One driver with the most championships. And he'll do it like before the age of like 30, and so that means he could probably win more. But he's already said that when his contract's up, he kind of wants to walk away. He's never been like one person that is like tied down to Formula One. That's why I love him. He's just a really dope driver. So Hamilton now is in 3rd place.
Circle City Gabriel said, I love pineapple though.
I love pineapple.
And FamG said, there's always someone trying to sell me tamales in the Walmart parking lot.
I don't buy those tamales,
yeah,
dude. I don't buy those tamales because you never know. Like, I've even seen TikToks where like the tamales are like super thin. Like, you don't get hardly any filling, hardly any masa, and you're paying basically $20-$30 for these dozen of tamales or whatever they're charging you. Yeah. I don't trust
it. Probably is close to like $30-$40 for a dozen now. I remember when we were kids, a dozen tamales would be like maybe $15. Maybe $12-$15. Just depends on who you get it from. My parents would obviously buy it from like neighbors and stuff.
We hardly ever bought tamales, but when we did, it was people that we knew, like people that we're kind of cool with or close to. Like, it's one of those things where I don't really trust buying those kind of things from strangers to begin with. You just never know. Preparation is key, and some people just do not.
Yeah, my parents would because they just. I mean, if our neighbors or friends were selling them, then a lot of times we get gifted them too. Circle City Gabriel said, I don't know much about F1. I follow IndyCar though since I'm in Indy.
That's dope, dude. Honestly, IndyCar is really cool too. Pato Award, probably the person that I know the most from IndyCar. And then I don't really watch a lot. I did watch the the IndyCar show that they have like on Netflix, kind of like the Formula One, but I just haven't got like super into it. But yeah, if I could, like, I would probably watch that. Right now we're kind of like just busy, and I just haven't been able to get into it. But yeah, like, honestly, Formula One is really fun. It's just, I think Formula One for me, what's really cool is it's truly a global sport. Like, literally they race everywhere on the planet, it feels like, so it just makes it a little bit more exciting.
Checo's in the pit right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's in the mosh pit.
So this race is one race where like they pit twice. Not every race do they pit twice. Some people don't even pit in some races, so it just depends. So it's at 33 of 50. We're getting to the tail end of the race. I just wonder if Verstappen, wins the championship tonight. Do they do a separate celebration for him, or like what's?
They should.
Because I don't think he's gonna win the race itself.
Yeah, he's back in.
It's crazy to think,
He
but
could get in second place again.
some of you have probably driven down these streets, honestly. It's crazy to think.
Yeah. Especially those of you who have been in
Vegas, yeah.
So, is Win a sponsor of the Formula
Yeah.
One racing?
Yeah.
And are they, like, I'm assuming some of the racers are staying there?
Well, I don't know if the racers will stay there, but but from what I understand, Win is a very big, company. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, Crystal and Chris, I don't know if they could tell us how big Win is in Vegas and what it means to Vegas, like those hotels, because I know they own a series of hotels, if I'm not mistaken, and casinos. But, obviously, yeah, like, you got to be pretty wealthy to be able to be a sponsor of this, because look at Rolex.
Yeah. Crystal and Chris said, we're thinking of trying to make tamales for the first time this year. Wish us luck. Don't think we'll be adding pineapple though.
Okay, so are you guys gonna be going live when you do that? Are you guys gonna be cooking live? That's a process.
Yeah.
That's a process. If you guys do that live
it will
stream,
take a couple hours.
Shoot, we'll be
they
there.
make a small batch. Like they could make some shortcuts.
They could. Honestly, I would love to watch you guys do that live. Honestly, that would be really cool. Shout out to our friends Javier and Celeste, just a guy and a girl. They made tamales live last year, right?
They did.
And I want to say maybe the year before too, or both years.
So,
yeah. So we always love checking in with them and seeing their food. We've got a chance to eat their delicious, yummy food, so they're awesome too.
Deborah said, I miss the days when you could get tamales for $15. I went to school with half a dozen and shared with my friends, and we'd eat them for breakfast.
That's an amazing deal. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I tell Grace the Crunch Wrap doubled in price in the last 4 years, so everything's doubled in price.
Yeah, he's been very salty about that for a few days.
Yeah, I was watching something on YouTube, and it broke down the prices of inflation, like from Taco Bell, and it showed how 4 years ago the Crunch Wrap Supreme or whatever, one of my favorite things to get, was $3, $3.30 around there. It went up to $6.30 or something like that. So it's like doubled in price, and so yeah, I can imagine it's not easy keeping those prices down for people who are selling tamales, who are selling, tacos on the street corners. Like even for us, we found tacos that are $2.50 a taco, and that's a steal for us. Like,
well, I mean, yeah, down the street from us, yeah, definitely. But there's the 79-cent tacos that we found too.
Are they 79 cents?
I think they're 79
So on Tuesday, there's this like really, really like just like a neighborhood liquor store, I guess you can call it. Yeah. And so they sell
convenience store, because they do have them.
And it's super cramped in there. It's such a small store, but they have like a taqueria, and they have like carnitas, and they have like a whole like convenience and everything. And so on Tuesdays, I think they do they do 80 cents or something like that tacos. And so literally for $10, all of us will eat, and they're not bad at all. They're absolutely serviceable. Like they're good for what the price is. Absolutely good. We've not gotten sick on them either. They tend to bring them out really fast, and they're hot, and they're awesome, honestly.
They even give you the onions and the jalapenos.
Everything. They give you everything that you would hope that they would give you along with your tacos, and they don't skimp out, which is what's dope. But right down the street, we have probably the best rated taco spot in the whole area, and that spot, $2.50 a taco, where other places are charging $3 a taco. And honestly, the best carnita taco I've ever had around here, I would say the best chorizo, tacos that I've had. The carne asada is not bad. I had that yesterday. It's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. But the queso tacos, the quesabirrias, freaking best quesabirrias, super packed. Honestly, those quesadillas with two, you get full. You get
they do
full.
not skimp on them.
No, the ones at Disney, when you finish two of them, you're you could eat another one. But with these, I'm telling you, two will get you stuffed. And the consomme, the broth is amazing. But yeah, I mean, that's what we had last night for dinner. I had 2 chorizo tacos and 2 tacos of carne asada.
Same.
It was bomb, and the kids just love the chorizo tacos. So good.
Good night, Deborah. She said, well, it's bedtime.
Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone have a fun time watching the race.
Thank you. We always appreciate you guys joining us. Honestly, it means the world to us, and we hope that you guys have an excellent rest of your weekend. Tomorrow's Sunday, and we hope you have a great rest of your week as well. We're just hanging out. We're just, trying to enjoy this little time.
We're already on lap 37.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's getting closer to ending.
Have a good night and a good weekend, Deborah. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. So still right now, George Russell, who basically pretty much started in first, is in first. Hamilton now is in second. Verstappen's in third. Sainz is in fourth. Leclerc's in fifth. Norris is in sixth. And by the way, in order for Norris to keep the championship contention alive, he needs to finish higher than Max Verstappen. Verstappen is in third place. Norris is in sixth. So as of right now, it's looking highly unlikely that he'll be able to stay in the fight. Piastri is in seventh. Tsunoda's in eighth. Hulkenberg's in ninth. And Esteban Ocon is in 10th.
So are they really close right now?
Who, Russell and Hamilton? It seems like it, but I thought it said
battle for first.
Yeah, I guess so. I thought that he was pretty far away from him.
Hi, Cool Drummer. Thank you for joining
What's
us. Happy Saturday.
Cool Drummer? How are you?
FamG said I'm stuck having to work all night until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
No way. Well, if you're working right now, I hope we're, keeping you a little company for now. I've thought about recently, starting to work like overnights and stuff like that, doing different jobs. I'm like a kind of person, I'm always looking for the next thing. I ask Grace, like, I can achieve something that I've been working for years, and then I'm like, cool, all right, what's next?
Good night, Mr. Deborah.
Good night.
We didn't want to assume that you were going to bed with Deborah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes Mr. Grace doesn't go to bed.
I was actually live past the time Grace went to sleep yesterday. She went to sleep and I was still live yesterday on TikTok, so it happens.
But yes, thank you for joining us. Have a good night and a good weekend. Cool Drummer said, I didn't know the race was still going on. Yeah, it just started at 10 o'clock, so you're still like...
What time is it right now?
It's 11:05.
Yeah, it'll probably finish quicker than we thought. Yeah, because it's been pretty smooth. There hasn't been any major accidents. There hasn't been any yellow flags. There hasn't been any... Yeah, there hasn't been anything to stop the race yet. Oh my gosh! Wow. That was amazing. Good job, Checo.
Checo. He was up higher and now he's back at the bottom. Like, not the bottom, but...
Yeah, but no, he's climbing back up again.
Yeah.
He just passed them.
Yeah,
he did a great job.
I know.
Yeah, he just passed 3. I love his helmet.
You're welcome, Deborah. She said, the saying, whoever falls asleep first doesn't have to hear the snoring.
I think that's probably true, but I don't really snore that much.
Well, how are you gonna know?
I don't know. That's true. I would like to believe. If I snore, what's funny is I snore, I wake myself up. That does happen quite a bit. Man, Verstappen is flying. Leclerc just set a fastest pace again. This is crazy. The top 5 are just battling it out pretty much.
FamG said if you're comfortable troubleshooting automated warehouses like Amazon fulfillment centers remotely, I can get you an overnight gig for sure. Just let me know if you know automation.
I don't. Not like in that capacity, but it's just one of those things where I would probably have to learn it. And I'll tell you one thing, as far as it relates to a lot of things like that, I'm a pretty quick learner.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a much quicker learner when it comes to those things, yeah. So, I'm sure if I wanted to, I could. Absolutely. I'll take a look into it, man. I'm always, like I said, I'm always looking for something different.
Especially remotely.
Yeah, I'm looking for remote. I'm looking for, honestly, at this point, this last year has been a headache.
He's looking for a remote.
Yeah. No, I've been very blessed.
Just
I'm
kidding.
working and I work and I have, I have jobs that, I've done, that have afforded me really great things. But I'll be honest with you, if it was up to me, like I would be making content full time, but that's not what's in the cards as of right now. But I need something that works with, my ability to be able to do that, but also better yet, like my mental health. I think a lot of times we don't think of our mental health as it relates to work, but some people really we gotta prioritize that. We gotta prioritize our minds, Yeah, I'm gonna be 40 years old in a couple years, and I get really nervous that the older I get, the more I'm gonna lose that that I won't know how to have chill, as they say. And some people are the opposite. The older they get, the more they can relax, the easier they are to let go of certain things. And I feel like I'm scared that the older I get, I'm going to get like that old man yells at clouds, I want to live happy. I want to have a good life. I want to make sacrifices. But I'm always looking for something that's going to improve all our lives here. And whatever that is, my heart's always open to it. And Grace knows that. I think that's why she fell in love with me. Because she knows I'm somebody who's always motivated to just continuously pick at something and make sure that we get to where we need to get to, whatever goals we have. And we have had some goals that we still haven't hit, but we'll get there. We'll get there, and we're gonna do it one day at a time, 1 year at a time. We're excited. We have so much amazing plans for the next 5 to 10 years that even the next year or two, honestly. Looking at getting into a bigger place. I think hopefully by this time next year, hopefully you guys will see us on this couch, but a different...
Or a new couch.
Yeah, or a new couch inside a house. I think that's what we're aiming for. We really want to get a bigger house.
CNC Hamilton's been having 3 or 4 fastest laps so far.
Yeah, his car has been the fastest really all weekend long except for free practice 3. What happened with qualifiers yesterday is he just had like a slight slip up, and so it just pushed him to the back of the pack, and that's why he started 10th. But honestly, I had no doubt that he would be able to get up there. Now, the thing is, does he have enough laps left to be able to catch up to George Russell? Because he's about 6.5 seconds behind. So it just depends on how much time he's gaining to Russell losing time. Also, it depends on who makes a mistake first. So if Hamilton slides out, locks up his wheel, and accidentally over brakes or something like that, that ruins his chance pretty quickly. If Russell does that, then it gives Lewis a chance to win the race. And so I want to say the last time that Lewis won the race, I want to say Russell was up there as well. So they tend to kind of push each other.
Hi, Jocelyn.
What's up,
Thank you
Jocelyn?
for joining us. She said hello. I wanted to stop by to say hello.
Thank you.
Jocelyn.
We appreciate it.
Hope you're having a good weekend.
And anybody who's stopping by, real talk, just to give you guys a heads up, if you guys can hang out with us for 1 minute, that always helps our channel out. Even literally 60 seconds, time yourself, 5 minutes if possible, but at the very minimum, if you guys can do a huge solid, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're always doing something really fun. We always got something planned for you guys. So yeah, we appreciate it. Obviously, always, 100%. Thank you. Oh, Alex Albin's out? I didn't even realize that. Maybe his car jacked up too.
Probably. I missed that. Okay, so
Oh my gosh, my back.
Max is still at third, because I know there was that little battle for third place with him and
Carlos Sainz just
and
passed
Charles.
Verstappen.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No.
It's okay, he'll get him back. Dude, Max is a beast. Max, look, let me tell you something about Max Verstappen. He streams too. He's a live streamer. He streams simulated racing, and there's been times where he's streamed overnight, gone to races, won, and then keeps doing his thing. He's amazing, honestly. Dude is not gonna take this lying down. Yeah, it looks at this point like Hamilton is gaining a lot. He's gaining about a second a lap, which is a lot. That's a lot. So there's a good chance that towards the next 3 or 4 laps that he'll catch up quite a bit to Russell.
Thank you, Found You. You said hit me up sometime, Drew. I can definitely hook you up with a remote game there.
You know, I appreciate that, and that's amazing of you, honestly.
Excuse me,
Absolutely
sorry
appreciate
guys.
you. Thank
oh
you,
my
thank
gosh,
you.
66 points ahead.
Yeah, he's very much ahead. If he wins tonight, it is over.
He should be the champion.
Yeah. It reminds me of like the election. It's all
It's so
like
crazy.
the points and stuff like that. It points to win the championship.
It's crazy how it works, you know. Like they build up points each race, and then like eventually there's a champion. Even if they don't win every race, it's just the points that matter.
Yeah, that's why there's so much that goes into it. Because you guys, I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's not just the racers that win a championship. Like literally the companies like Ferrari, Mercedes, they can win their own championship. So there's been times where the driver has won the championship, but not the company because they don't get enough points as a they're called constructors, as a constructor to win the constructors championship. And then there's been the opposite too, where the constructors, like the team, they get great placements in the races, but their drivers aren't winning enough for them to be champions, but they're winning enough for their company, the constructor, to be champion. So there's multiple championships. Like right now, McLaren and Ferrari and Red Bull are up there, top three. So very, very close. So and then Mercedes is up there too. So but McLaren is number one right now in the championship for the constructors. So there's a very good chance that Max will win the championship, but Red Bull will not win the constructors championship. So, and anytime they win anything like that, they get extra money, they get extra benefits. So it's like huge for the team. It keeps them like in great position for the following season. Honestly, my favorite part, and I hope you guys don't turn it off. Don't turn it off after the race until after they do the trophy ceremony and all that. That's like some of the funnest parts when they spray each other with the champagne and all that.
Oh yeah.
It's always cool. It's always fun. And then they do like the post-race. The interviews are always really cool and they're very, very funny and insightful, I would say. I cannot wait till the season of Drive to Survive, honestly. Like, it's going to be awesome. There's so much stuff that happened this year. They're going to have to make it really long.
Yeah.
I think we asked this last night on TikTok, but I'll ask it again right now. And if you're watching the replay, shout out to all the replay watchers, by the way. You can put this in the comment section if you're not in the chat tonight. But recommend your favorite hotel to stay at in Las Vegas if you've had a chance to stay at a Las Vegas hotel. If you have not, recommend one of your favorite hotels in general, like your hotel chain, like Holiday Inn, Howard Johnson. Like, where do you like to stay at when you have to, take a trip? Especially if you know you're not going to be spending a lot of time in the room. Like, where do you like to stay? Where do you usually book? What's your go-to? So let us know, honestly, because we're always looking for hotel recommendations. As you guys know, we love doing hotel reviews as well, so we can always look into any hotel that you're interested in, so that way we can give you guys the advice on that. But we're going to be continuing hotel reviews probably about, I would say, midway next year, like about probably like, probably not early in the year, but like somewhere like in the middle, hopefully. And so we'll continue on with those as well, and hopefully get into Vegas towards the end of the year. Most likely, I think we might have to take the baby. We will see. Because I don't want to go for one night. I want to go for multiple nights, and it's not going to work. Leaving Ariel for 3 nights, 2-3 nights. Not yet. Maybe she gets older and she's more comfortable with the situation.
Plus, thankfully, we have our older kiddos, and they will know. They already know, like, her really well, like, especially when you take her to your mom's, and they're like, tell your mom what's up,
Yeah. I also I'm really excited, like, for Dominic and Avery to get older, like, to be like 16, 17, and well, I mean more like in the future of, like, for us to be able to, like, if one day we ever wanted to go to Vegas or something, and they're able, they're responsible, they're able to take care of Ariel, and it gives us a chance to maybe go for a weekend and get out, but it all depends on their maturity level. I think one thing that I'll say right now about Dominic and Avery is that, yeah, they're kids. They have their moments where, like, it's like, come on, like, why are you doing that? That makes no sense or whatever. But for the most part, like, I volunteer a lot at their school. Like, I volunteer a lot, like, to do chaperone trips. I just did a chaperone trip, like, literally 2 days ago. So I get to know a lot of, like, their peers. And one thing I can say about my kiddos is I love their outlook on life, and I love how positive they are, and I love how down they are to have fun. A lot of kids nowadays, it's like everything's cringe. We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Everything's cringe. Anything that makes you happy or makes you laugh is cringe. If it makes you dance, it's cringe. But I've been really vocal to the kids that I want them to embrace being kids. Doesn't matter what it is. If you want to play with your stuffed animals, play with stuffed animals. That doesn't matter how old you are. Just embrace who you are. That's the number one thing. And yeah, it makes me sad sometimes when I see some of their peers, but I'm very thankful that my kids are who they are. Because they're making me really proud, honestly. And I know that once they get older, if they're responsible, like I said, we'll hopefully, they'll help us out with the baby, and we'll be able to. She won't be so much of a baby then, but
she'll be the baby.
Yeah,
baby.
And we'll be able to maybe take a couple trips. Hopefully then, we're still going strong with this YouTube stuff and making better content. And I think the funny thing is, you never know. YouTube might not even be a thing. It might be another platform. TikTok might not even be around anymore. There might be another platform. I always think about the same thing with the Disney streaming and all that. I'm like, will Disney streaming always be allowed? Will Universal Studios always allow streaming? Will public live streaming always be a thing? Things can change really, really quickly.
Yeah. Think about everything like that that exists now that didn't when we were in elementary school, when we were in middle school,
it's so
when we were
different.
in high school.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Verstappen dropped to 5th. So Norris is close enough to where if he passes Verstappen, then it might get a little dicey tonight.
Hi, Leclerc. Pamji said, yeah, I'm curious about recommended hotels in Vegas. I'm thinking New York, the Venetian, or the Flamingo, watching YouTube reviews.
That's what I always wondered too, like the Venetian, like that one. We've heard about the Aria. We've heard about.
I keep seeing it too.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, there's just so much. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Famji said, I usually stay at Hilton hotels as my company places us in those, and I get Hilton rewards being a Hilton Diamond member and free room upgrades.
Yeah, we're not Hilton Diamond members, but we do have Hilton rewards, and we have stayed at Hilton hotels in the past. I do enjoy
nice.
Hilton. Yeah, I do enjoy them.
Cookies that they have.
Yes, they tend to like. It's very. How do I say? It's very consistent. I think that's one thing about Hilton is very consistent.
Clean, nice, spacious rooms.
Yeah.
He also said Hilton at Universal once upgraded him to the governor's.
Damn, dude. That's been a bucket list outing for us to stay at the Hilton by Universal. It's just so expensive, dude. It's so expensive. It's really, but it's better than staying at the Grand Californian as it relates to price. I don't know about the amenities, you know what I mean? But it's right there next to the theme park. So, it's like, I look at it like that. It's like staying at the Disneyland resort almost, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because we don't have a resort over here, really. Not for Universal.
Or Disneyland.
Well, yeah, there is a Disneyland resort.
Oh yes, but I mean, like, not near us.
Oh, not near us, yeah, no. So you still got George Russell in first, Hamilton in second, Sainz now in third, Leclerc jumped Verstappen to fourth.
Russell just clenched onto that.
He's good at, once you get him in front, he's very good at sustaining leads. And he has really good like, how do I say, race IQ. Like, he knows when to pit, when not to pit. Like, when times where he's let the team make the decision, they mess up. And so he gets upset. Like, he's gotten upset before, like, because he knows what to do. So that's why I'm not surprised. But I'm kind of surprised at where Leclerc ended up, like, at fourth. Hamilton, I'm not so much surprised because he's had a fast car all weekend. Verstappen has been about fourth or fifth. Like, that's pretty much where I thought. But Lando Norris is one where, like, dude's car is so fast, he should have been up there. But I had a feeling he wasn't going to do all that great either. Hamilton and Sainz are battling it out right now. 2 laps to go, guys.
And it just seems like Sainz has been calling BUTT, huh?
Yeah, but Sainz and Russell are like two drivers that I really just feel like when they get up there, they hardly ever give up leads. Makes me want to play Rocket League Racing. Who's down?
Isn't that what you were playing?
Do some Fortnite Rocket League. Yeah, I was. Played a couple. There, I did good. I did like third, fourth. Third, fourth.
I'm so good. Sorry, guys. Keep coughing.
You're good.
Hopefully
you're good. Like
I'm not busting anybody's eardrums.
Hey, Slice Alone is gonna be waving the flag. I think last year it was Justin Bieber.
Yay! I'm glad it's Sylvester Stallone. He's not gonna be a part of the F1 movie, is he? Okay. I'm surprised they don't have Brad Pitt doing it.
I know, right? Well, he's technically Brad Pitt's supposed to be a racer, technically. So they're filming a movie this weekend as well for Brad Pitt. He has a F1 movie. So it looks like George Russell's gonna take the win. He started pole position. He looks like he's gonna win.
Man, that is crazy.
This will be his third win. It should have been his fourth win of the season, I think.
I'm just surprised by Hamilton's position. I feel like Hamilton hasn't really been out there lately. That race was fast.
It goes by fast when you kind of like are, like the way we're chatting and we're also paying attention. So every time there's like people passing. But that's the thing is, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Not every race is like this where people are passing each other as much as they are. And it just, Las Vegas did an amazing job of designing the circuit. Like, they did so good of a job that it just lends to all this action, honestly. So I think for me, Las Vegas is always going to be one race that I'm going to look forward to every year, like every single year. Because last year's was really exciting too. It was really exciting. So going into the last lap, it looks like Russell's going to take the victory with Hamilton in second and Carlos Sainz in third as of right now, unless Leclerc is able to catch up.
CNC asked, so each race in a different city counts towards overall wins for the season?
Correct. So there's like, I think whoever gets the first place gets like 25 points, and then it starts dropping down from there all the way to 10th, where I think they get 1 point. And so it's a series of races. It's basically, from the beginning of the year, I think it starts like in March or late February, all the way until, December. And then once the season's done, they have their little off season and all that. But yeah, right now, it looks like as long as things hold the way they are, like the championship is already decided for the drivers. The one championship that is not yet decided is the Constructors' Championship. So that one in the next two races will be decided who's going to be the best constructor, And here comes George Russell around the last couple corners.
CNC said Mercedes over Ferrari. Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been like that for a very long time, friends. Believe it or not. Ferrari's been struggling since, it's been a while since Ferrari had a champion. There you go, George Russell, followed by Hamilton. Carlos Sainz and Hamilton are going to swap seats next year. So next year you'll see Sainz.
Yay, Max! Yay, Max!
Official Max Verstappen,
Yay.
4-time world champion. And he came in 5th in the race, and we're over here clapping for him. Good
Max.
job, Max. Let's go. Max Verstappen.
Everybody's so excited.
Max Verstappen.
We're on the Red Bull racing.
World champion, baby. Let's go, Max. Woo.
This is his 4th championship, right?
The GOAT. He worked his butt off for this one. This year was hard on him. His car was not the fastest car this year like it was last year.
Oh, look, he's on the Sphere.
Super,
Ooh.
yeah, he's on the Sphere, world champ.
Awesome.
Let's go, Max. That's amazing.
CNC asked Max locked in his points tonight for the season.
It's done. It's done. He's champ. He doesn't even have to race He can take the next 2 races off.
That is 4 in a row, Max. 4 in a row. Congratulations. Max Verstappen, you are a 4-time world champion. That is a phenomenal achievement.
What a season.
Incredibly proud of yourself as we are. Amazing. Well done. Oh my God, man, what a season. 4 times.
He worked his ass off for that one.
Thank you guys, thank you to everyone. I mean, it's a little bit more difficult than last year, but pulled through and we gave it all. Thank you so much, guys.
I love it. I love it. Last year he won all but 2 races. He had a historic season last year. He won 18 races. It was nuts. This year he did not have the same luck. He won a lot, but he definitely did not win 18 races. He really worked his butt off for some of those races that he won, honestly. George Russell. I will say, as long as Max is racing, it's going to be hard for anybody else to be champ. But I would put my money on George Russell, Leclerc. I think those are the 2 that are absolutely up for a championship. I think Lando Norris should have won it this year. He had the fastest car. He pooped the bed, as they say. He really did not do it. I think his name's Oscar Piastri. I can see Oscar Piastri being a champ before him. And like that, Lewis Hamilton did get driver of the day. So that's like voted on. Yeah. We got Most Wanted in the house. What's up, Most Wanted?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, almost Sunday now. Yeah.
Very close. Hope you're having a great weekend so far.
That's cool, honestly. Make sure you guys stick around for the podium. It's really fun. It's really fun to see. Yeah.
So interesting. We have podium winners tonight. Right, but Max is going to celebrate the hardest. Anything for him to acknowledge.
Yeah, and I know you guys know who Martin Garrix is. Martin Garrix is like one of his best friends or whatever. Last year, Martin Garrix was DJing the Grand Prix, so it was crazy to see because like they were celebrating together and stuff like that last year. Because last year Max won the Grand Prix. He actually won the race. He came in first. This year, obviously, he didn't. But yeah, it's cool to see them get excited. Like they're in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna pop some bottles of champagne tonight. I'm positive. Probably hit up some high stakes casinos, and I'm sure he's gonna be happy as a clam. 4-time world champ. That's not easy in Formula One. It is not an easy task. There's 20 drivers in the whole thing, and there's thousands of guys who try to make it there.
Most Wanted said just got back from the LA Auto Show. Nice.
That's awesome, dude. I want to go to that. Oh man, I want to go to the the Peterman Museum? Or Peterson, right? Peterman. Oh my gosh, the Peterson Museum. I have a friend. Actually, my friend who got me into F1 initially, like a couple of years ago. Well, almost 10 years ago, I want to say. He's the one that goes. He's a huge car guy, so he goes to the Peterson Museum quite a bit, or at least he used to. I've been wanting to go so bad. Look they put a world champion thing right there for him.
Yeah, I did see it. That's so awesome.
That's so cool. So even though he didn't win the race, he still put like a little thing right there for him. That part.
He said, "Oh yeah, I think we remember that."
Yeah, it's crazy. I've seen like literally like on TikTok, it'll pop up like clips of them partying together and all that. It's pretty cool. It's crazy how like those worlds mix. It's really cool actually.
Damn, said that's gotta be an awesome. Sorry, I can't even read. Been a great auto show.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
CNC said we almost left Thursday night to Vegas, but didn't want to deal with the traffic coming back. Everything was so expensive and so on.
Oh, really? Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was wondering if you guys were gonna go because I know that you guys obviously make it a point to go as much as you can. Hopefully next year you guys can go, and hopefully we'll see you guys there too. Because honestly, like I'm telling you guys, I'm really focused on trying to go next year. I really would love to go. Obviously for the Universal, the Halloween Horror Night thing, what is it, the Horror Nights Unleashed or something like that, right? But if we can't make it to that, because that's like closer to August. August is always a weird time for us. It's always a weird time for us. My birthday's that month, a bunch of birthdays, a bunch of things going on. Kids go back to school. But if not that, I would love to go in November for this, like just to get to know the area. I know it's so different because it basically changes Vegas, like the strip, but still. Horror Unleashed, there you go. But yeah, I know it changes things, you know, but I would still love to do it. I'm just such a big fan that I would love to see it, and you'll catch me in the casinos too anyways. I would love to play some slots.
We're definitely excited for Horror Unleashed as well.
Absolutely. That's something that we cannot wait. Fernando Alonso, 2-time world champion. It's so weird. I don't know if you guys are watching, but they're like celebrating George Russell, the winner of the race. He won the race.
Yeah.
But they're also celebrating Max. Like Max is over there, like
celebrating two things.
It's so weird, honestly. I almost feel like they should celebrate George first. They should do the ceremony but then they should do something for Max, dude. Guy just wrapped up with world championship.
Max.
I know. I mean, shout out to George too, because like winning a race is no joke. Like easy for them. Like it's hard, you know. Like everybody's trying to win. It's not just one person. He has his world championship hat on. See, now I need another world championship hat. I only have this one. Now I need a Max Verstappen world championship hat.
Wait, they already had a hat?
I'm pretty sure that's his championship hat, yeah.
CNC said, we thought we could find cheap tickets last minute, but nope, $350 minimum to attend Friday night since tonight we sold out.
Yeah, no, I tried to look for tickets for the race. We weren't going to go, but I was trying to find tickets. And I was like, it was wishful thinking, but I heard that some people were able to get tickets like almost like half price for like, you know, last minute, right? And we kept hearing that it wasn't selling well and all this stuff. But no, you're right. It was about $350 for every night, and it was either by the 3 nights or by Thursday and Friday. You could not get Saturday. So I love F1, but I'm not gonna pay $350 2 days in a row, like, you know, $700 per ticket, by the way, just to watch free practice and qualifiers. Like, I want to actually watch the race, you know. And so it didn't work out. And then the other tickets, like your VIP and your paddock passes, like your VIP tickets are like a couple grand. Paddock passes are $10,000 to $20,000.
Oh, we got to see this from last year,
yeah.
When they just ride in the car back.
Yeah, and they have a whole conversation. I think they take them to the Bellagio. So they go to the front of the Bellagio, if I'm not mistaken.
Lewis ham and cheese.
Lewis ham and cheese.
So CNC question, were you guys going because you wanted to see the race, or you just kind of wanted to get that experience? Like,
and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I want to get as much people into F1 so that way I have more friends to talk about this with, and, you know, doing, you know, these watch-alongs, and more importantly, just, I don't know, I get excited when people get excited to discover something. You know, obviously you guys have had a chance to see us discover, you know, all the stuff with HHN, got us this chance to see, you know, discover everything that we've done really with YouTube. So we always want to try to get people into some of the stuff that we like too, you know what I mean? We want to be that.
Still rooms at Circus.
I honestly, my daughter's teacher was talking about Vegas, and she said something about like, oh yeah, when we were kids we used to stay at the Circus. And all I could think about is like, man, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, I know.
That sounds scary. Good for you.
See, it's a victory lap.
I know, right?
That's
Victory
so,
Donuts.
That is so cool to
Dude,
see
and
Max on the sphere.
I want to see the sphere so bad. I'm such a I don't know. I'm so easy to impress.
Aww. So, they said both. And then it's also Chris's dad's birthday today.
Oh my gosh! Happy birthday to Chris's dad.
Yes.
I know he's not watching this, but obviously, you know, we show love to our friends who are like family, you know, and obviously, you know, and their family. So yes, obviously, happy birthday to Chris's dad. It's always a beautiful thing when we get to have another trip around the sun. It's very, very much a blessing. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm sad you guys couldn't make it out there, but I'm thankful that you guys are in the chat with us tonight.
He actually had to work. We'll hopefully celebrate this week when he's back in LA.
That's what's up. That's what's up. There you
I
go.
hope you guys have a good time.
Yes, absolutely. It's so awkward.
It is.
Look at how Lewis doesn't even want to talk to him.
That's crazy. Huh. Do you think it's just mad that he didn't get first place, or do you think it's just tension?
A little bit of everything. Lewis, he's leaving Mercedes in such a weird state. Yeah, it's just Lewis Hamilton's not leaving on the best terms. They kind of like pushed him out is what happened, and
Who's that riding with Max?
probably one of his race engineers. I think I forget his name. Oh my gosh, G something or I forget. Like I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember.
What?
But it's the guy who
That's
talks
a
to him.
random conversation. I'm
Yeah.
assuming like a dispatcher, maybe.
It's his race engineer.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's so funny that Max is that much of a down to earth dude. He's like the button. This week he just got a cat too, and he's like all happy about it. He's been talking about how he just got a cat and he named it Donatello. What the hell's up with Lewis, dude? Dude is so awkward. Look at George's face. He knows Lewis doesn't want to be there with him.
FamG said the Sphere looks cool. The Venetian has great green views.
Gosh, dude, this is so awkward,
I
honestly.
definitely want to stay at the Venetian one day. It looks so pretty.
Lewis was saying on the driving parade earlier on that he was just enjoying the scenery because you can't see any of it behind the wheel because obviously the walls are high. He was enjoying very time from the last year.
That's so weird, honestly.
There we go. They've made their way back up the strip to the interview position. The world champion, the new four-time world champion, and our top three from the Grand Prix. George Russell.
It's Chris, what's the tea with these guys?
Was the T with George Russell and Lewis Hamilton? Well, Lewis Hamilton has been with Mercedes for a very long time, 10 years. And when he first got there, he had a different partner, Nico Rosberg, who was actually a childhood friend of his. They battled it out. I think Lewis won one year the championship. The next year, I think Nico won, but then Nico retired. They ended up becoming like really, really big rivals, and they just ended up like really not liking each other, especially Lewis. And then they brought in another guy named Valtteri Bottas, who basically, he was racing tonight, but basically he became much more of a supporting member to Lewis, and he helped Lewis win 6 championships, some crazy number, right? Well, at some point, Mercedes was developing a younger driver. They had him on another team called Williams, and they decided, like, man, this guy's the future. So they actually forced Valtteri Bottas out because he was an older driver, so they forced him out. They brought in George, and then basically the writing was on the wall for Lewis, which was basically like, you know what, we love you, Lewis, but we have this younger driver now that we believe is going to be your replacement. Like, he is the future of Mercedes. And we're not going to do what we need to do for you, or at least what you want, which is a contract under your terms and for the length that you want. And on top of that, they haven't been able to give him a competitive car. So if you re-sign with the company and the company's car just sucks, it's not fast enough, it's not handling the way you need it to, and you're losing races and you're making you look like a genuinely really crappy driver, then you don't want to race for that team anymore. And that's what's been happening for the last 3 years, including this year. So if you look at his face, he had the fastest car all weekend long. He came in second place and he worked for it. But of course he's peeved because he didn't win. And he probably feels, and he's already said it before, and a lot of people are saying it, that Mercedes is like actively not giving him the same effort. So that way he's not winning, and that way he leaves Mercedes looking weaker. He's looking like a washed up, Terry Crews. He basically leaves looking washed up. So yeah, he's bitter. Like, it's been a lot of stuff said back and forth, and between Mercedes and Lewis, and up until even this weekend, they said that he has a shelf life, and that his shelf life was ending. So how do you think Lewis feels? Lewis is kind of like, well, F you, dude. You're calling me old.
Yeah,
And you're saying that I suck now.
Yeah, see, something out of a movie, got it.
Exactly. Friends, if you want to see more on this, when I'm telling you, on Netflix, watch Drive to Survive. The new season will probably come out in January. All this stuff that you guys are watching right now, you'll be able to see behind the scenes. The way they put it together is like a story, like a movie, and it just gives you a lot more like insight. So when you're watching the news, like sometimes when I'm watching updates on F1, I already know kind of who is what and what's going on. So when they give certain news, I know what it means. Like I can tell, I'm like, oh damn, that's big news. The Bellagio, I believe, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's crazy. They're using the fountains, kind of like a World of Color, to project.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Lewis is. I don't want to call him a diva, but Lewis is, 7-time world champion, tied for the most championships ever. But dude has super, he's a superstar, He's a singer. He sings amazing too.
It was a tough one to swallow, I'm guessing.
See.
Critical weekend. But then starting P10, chasing down Georgia. Yeah,
He did a great job.
We were biting our nails. There was some action out there.
That was great. Well, firstly, I'm going to say a big congratulations to Max winning the championship. Still with several laps to go, races to go, and if I'd done my job yesterday, I would have been a breeze today. But it's okay. I had fun coming from the back, coming from 10th.
He hasn't even congratulated his teammate for winning, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed
That's
that.
the best the car's ever felt. So I'm grateful to have been a part of getting it to that point.
I do want to ask, in regards to the climate in Las Vegas, did that make a difference in your preparation?
Yeah, he didn't even say congratulations to George. He said congratulations to Max. George,
That's first one.
he said if I would have done my job, I would have won easily. He said that. So he basically just said that George got lucky.
Which is quite difficult. So you don't get all the sun during the day, so that really messes with your rhythm. But otherwise, it's cold, yeah. And maybe the reason that we did so well is because it's cold. If we're in a hot climate, that's where we struggle the most.
That race?
I mean, if the car drives like that in the next couple of races, then I think we'll be in a good spot to challenge the guys up front. The championship's done, so now it's just all out.
Constructors Championship.
For the best positions possible.
Your last two races. It was 10 years to the day yesterday that you won your first championship with Mercedes.
There you go, 10 years ago.
But then we
That's crazy.
First championship with Mercedes McLaren. Or actually Mercedes. Not Mercedes McLaren. Yeah, not one time did he congratulate his He did not give a damn about him.
Congratulations. That looked like an interesting race.
And Carlos is another guy, being forced out of Ferrari. He's a younger driver on the up. I feel like he's my favorite driver besides, I would say, Max Checo, and I would say Carlos is right up there. Lewis is up there too. But I feel like this dude is just as hurt. Like, he's literally said that being a Ferrari driver was his dream. He, the last one that he won was in Mexico City. He won the Mexico City Grand Prix for Ferrari, as a, Spanish driver. And, he was, damn near crying because he said that he wanted to win one more race with Ferrari before he left the team. And it was really awesome because his parents got to be there. His whole family actually was there. So, and it doesn't always happen. So he got a chance to win. So I got mad love for this guy. He's really funny. And he has actually I mentioned it before, and Grace and I laugh about it, but he has a recipe for pancakes supposedly.
Oh, yeah,
and I want to film it. Yeah, I want to film me trying to make it for Grace. Because supposedly that they're so good they don't even need syrup. So we'll see.
I can't have that.
I'm telling you, F1 is so wholesome.
Syrup, sauce.
Pancake recipes and kitties. He'll be driving for Williams next year. I'm very surprised he's driving for Williams. I'm surprised he's not driving for a McLaren or a different team. Well, maybe not McLaren, but a better team than that.
Yeah, and it's been like that for 4 years. Charles and I have gone wheel to wheel pretty much every not every race weekend, but every 2 or 3 races because we share the same piece of tarmac. We are both very competitive, very close on pace, and we find ourselves always fighting each other at the same time that we fight the Mercedes, the Red Bulls, and the McLarens. I don't think we could have finished more than P3 and P4 today, but it's what it is. We will keep pushing and see if we can keep a good momentum up. That's fun.
Dang, that's cool. Honestly, I love F1. I love sports. Go sports, man. Doesn't matter what it is. I love sports.
Max Verstappen.
Let's go, Max.
You were my introduction into F1 in Budapest, and I'm hooked forever. And now, how does this feel, man? I mean, this great accomplishment you've done today. Talk to us right now.
Yeah, it's been a long season, and of course we started off amazing. It was almost like cruising, but then we had a top run. But as a team, we kept.
The Budapest Grand Prix, I think, is one of the cheaper ones to go to.
And yeah, we pulled over the line. I mean,
Let's do it.
Carlos
to be proud and, of everyone.
The Simpsons are going to Budapest.
Four-time world champions, of course, something that I never thought was possible.
And by the way, it's
So,
Budapest.
Yeah, at the moment,
If I'm
just
not
feeling
mistaken.
relieved in a way,
But I'm not-
but also very proud.
Pick at it.
Max, congratulations. You join an illustrious group of F1 drivers that
Ayrton
won
Senna,
4 world championships.
Alan
Is that what
Prost.
you expected at 17 years old when you first jumped?
He's all, yeah, my dad forced me.
Definitely not. I was just happy to be there and, dreaming of potential victories.
Yeah,
or
his
stepping
first
up
race, he
to,
was 17 years old. He couldn't even have a license
that
yet.
Are already very difficult to achieve. And yeah,
I mean, as an F1 driver, not like as a driver.
A tough few years where we kept trying, and then we just hit the ground running with a new concept, and like I said, to be standing here, 4-time world champion is just incredible.
I love that hat.
It's amazing to see, and 4 in a row as well. Mentally, we know how demanding this sport is on you, but you've been able to keep your head strong. And this year has not been the easiest either, has it? It seems like it's been the most competitive year in Formula 1 we've seen for many years. How have you been able to keep your head there in the right place through this latter part of the season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a very challenging season. I think also as a person, at times it's very challenging, and I had to be calm. And I think, in a way, of course, I still prefer last season. I enjoyed that a lot, but I think this season definitely, again, taught me a lot of lessons that I'm very proud of how we handled it also as a team. So in a way, of course, that makes it also a very, very special and beautiful season.
Yeah, have you got any messages for all your fans around the world and your team? They've been with you through thick and thin and supported you.
Yeah, of course, to the fans.
You know what's crazy? He's gonna only use him because he's a champion can use the one on his car. Like, you have to be a champion to be able to use one. He used to be 33. Well, that was just his number. He didn't. It was like no, not that he placed 33rd or anything.
Again here as well, and I mean to the team. What can I say? I mean, we have been through a lot together. And all these highs that we are achieving right now.
CNC said we looked it up last night. Crazy that these cars are valued at like $13 million.
Yeah, literally one crash will like cause $1 million worth of damage. So that's why drivers get cut and fired, because if they're constantly crashing, it's like $1 million. There's a cap. They can only spend so much money, and honestly, some teams don't even have that money. Even if it was like the cap, like they barely have the cap money. So it's really crazy. Like, yeah, they gotta take care of those cars. They really do. Like, or else you will get let go. It happens a lot.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Of course, I'm gonna enjoy this, but there are still 2 more races that I want to do well at the same time. And then, of course, we take a little break, and then we try and go at it again next year.
Congratulations.
It's almost over. I can't believe it, honestly.
Sorry,
No, it's all good.
But I'm gonna call it right now.
It's cool.
you have to find something else to be obsessed with.
You.
Very much.
I'll go back to being obsessed with you.
Thank you. I missed when you were obsessed.
I'm always obsessed with you. Relax.
I know. What time is it? I'm very thirsty, so.
There you go.
Max Verstappen.
Him and Terry Crews just made plans to go out drinking in front of the world. Imagine you're in Vegas. Oh, the most awkward high five I've ever seen in my life.
Terry Crews and Jenson Button asking the questions to the world champion and the top 3 on the podium.
Okay, I'm done.
You can hear Terry. Am I
Okay.
done? I'm done.
They wanting another
I
driver.
can go drinking with Max now? Okay. No.
So Max, let's pop the bottles.
Oh, there you go. They're
Does
listening
Max
to you
get
down
his
there,
own,
Palmer.
like,
Hello, everyone down at the Bellagio.
Podium with
Great that you enjoyed the race with
champagne?
us.
That is so cool, honestly.
That is so
I want to go to Vegas.
I probably did think that we've cut to another shot where we can't hear our own commentary. A reminder for you, the race result: George Russell, 3rd Grand Prix victory. Lewis Hamilton on the podium for the first time since the Belgian.
So this would have been George Russell's 4th. Remember, I mentioned earlier that his car was underweight for one, and they gave the victory to Lewis Hamilton because he came in 2nd.
This feels good. We're going out tonight, guys. We are going out tonight.
We are going now.
Copy that. We're going out.
Congrats to Max.
George, let's have a drink tonight in Las Vegas, in Los Angeles, I mean.
What?
That's what I'm saying in Vegas. I'm saying in Vegas.
I think that maybe I need to
They were gonna drive from Las Vegas to Las
Why are they
Vegas
going
Saturday.
to Vegas to LA?
Trying to drink.
Toto's out of his mind, honestly.
Fantastic effort this weekend, guys. You really deserve it. It's been a long, long year, and results like this have not come easy. So I'm really proud of you all, and I'm grateful I can get up there for you.
Great work, Lewis. That's an excellent recovery today. For a great drive.
That's it? Damn.
Hamilton. Great to see.
Damn. Like, not even, they didn't even check in with him. Like, good job, Lewis, blah, blah. They just freaking ignored him. I'm telling you, there's so much drama right there that we don't know about. Like, there's more that they're not telling us yet. And we'll find out when Drive to Survive premieres. Like, it's crazy. It's so tense, honestly. It felt so awkward. Like, when they're in the car together, I could tell Lewis was like, damn, bro, I could just walk.
Famji said someone already started drinking.
I know, right?
Very bright podium here in the City of Lights. This is on the main straight as well. So Carlos is up there. We need to find ourselves a 7-time world champion. The second place finisher today. As Carlos has finally went a bit early, I think. He's finally been announced to the crowd on the main straight. To second position.
It's crazy because they only do like this, like, you know, with all these boards and like all these like signs. They only do this in like here in Vegas. Like, they do other things everywhere else, but like in some other places, it's like really traditional. It's like hardly anything. It's just like the music, like the national anthem, the champagne. But obviously, you gotta do it big in Vegas, right? Like, it's only right. I love this. I love like the pageantry of Vegas. There's only one Las Vegas. And honestly, we've never been, and I'm just like, I can't wait. I know we're gonna. I was like telling Grace, I know we're gonna go back like every 6 months after the first time we go.
I just want to go to buffets. I don't care what you say.
Okay, guys, those of you who go to Vegas, Crystal and Chris, I know you guys are maybe still in the chat. Are buffets still a thing in Vegas? Like, is it still like a popular thing to do? And if it's still popular, like, do you guys even like, have you guys gone, or anybody in the chat? Like, I'm asking literally anybody and everybody, because from what I'm hearing is that Vegas buffets are kind of like on the decline. Like, they're not like as good as they used to be. They're overpriced.
You're just being a hater.
I can honestly look up the stuff if you want. I'm telling you, because I love buffets a lot. But I also kind of understand the perspective of when people say that it's overpriced, because if you're paying like $100 and the food is not good, then that's an issue, you know? So first they play the national anthem for George Russell. He's British. They played, you know, God Save the Queen, or the King in this case, obviously. And then they play the national anthem for Mercedes. They're a German company, so they're playing the German national anthem. Muchi, you want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi? Did she say hi? You want to say hi? You're so shy. Make some room for your mom.
She tried to steal my blankets.
British and German national anthems.
She's rude.
George Russell and Mercedes, the winning driver and constructor.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Mercedes cars, honestly. I think Mercedes cars are like, they're classic, they're beautiful, honestly. New and old.
County Commissioner.
I heard the buffet in the basement of the Lexus is still a thing.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about buffets other than like that, but I hope that when we go, I hope there's at least one good one that we can really hit up and just take advantage of. For me, buffet needs to have seafood. It needs to be seafood heavy and dessert heavy. As long as we have 2 of those, I'll be happy.
Yep, same.
Just want like an all-you-can-eat king crab. There's Toto Wolf. So like the CEO of Heineken is the one passing out the trophies. He's all faded. He's like, ugh, here you go. Sir, that's a Heineken. That's not a trophy. Oh, it's the alcohol-free one. Never mind. And that's the president and CEO of like the
Lewis Hamilton
Vegas
had to work hard from 10th on the
tourism
grid to
board, I
get
think.
that second place. Fred
That's gonna be his new boss.
that his performance for the team fielding Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc had got every opportunity of putting the pressure on McLaren, who need a response in the final 3 races of the year. 2 Grand Prix
Good for
and a
him.
sprint to be decided across the final 8 days.
A buffet
of
on a
the
cruise
season.
are the best
The
ones.
day that one title
Oh yeah, no, I can definitely imagine that. Oh heck yeah,
Yeah,
cruise. There you go.
looked like it was going all the way to the end. The fireworks go off in Vegas.
I wanted to see who sprayed who.
Takes a 4th World Championship. George Russell takes a 3rd Grand Prix
Yeah, they
victory.
kind of showed it like
And
last year.
Vegas once
Oh,
again
there you go.
proves an overtaking fest. The Lion Marks celebrate another Grand Prix. Just 2 Grand Prix to go.
Oh, there you go, Lewis.
Qatar and Abu Dhabi.
Lewis is like, well, I'm gonna take it out on you, bro. There you go.
Another surprise. No one.
I love it. I love this part. It's like one of my favorite parts.
At the start of this one, George Russell.
I'm assuming he has too much champagne in his eyes.
In Sao Paulo a couple of years ago, he's got champagne in his eyes this time.
It's a good problem to have.
On what we've seen this weekend.
A bonkers weekend, isn't it? Really.
Hey,
It's
bonkers.
been, drama
Love
from
that
the
word.
start. Mercedes on all cylinders firing and delivering.
This is-
as we've
come on.
been used to seeing them.
Really? Come on. How do you not want this in Vegas, guys? Come on.
2 races to go. 24
I know it was hard for the
points
locals
to
and the
McLaren
people
up
visiting,
front.
but
Ferrari
this is
Sainz
just dope,
delivering
honestly.
really well today as well, joining those 2 Mercedes on the podium. It's going to go down to the wire, that one.
608 points for McLaren, the leaders, with 2 Grand Prix to go. 584 for Ferrari.
I wonder if they're gonna do anything for Max right now.
555. But it's George Russell, all smiles, as Mercedes celebrate the man who will become the team leader next year, beating his teammate by 7.3.
Yeah, the guy that they're bringing into Mercedes, he's a young guy, Kimi Antonelli. Super young kid. I think he's like 17 or 18 too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's really young. He looks like a child. He looks like a child.
And the largest trophy. He makes his way from the podium. I want to say a massive thanks to DC, to Ruth and to Jolien for all of their insights across the last 2 hours. Thanks to the team on site and in Las Vegas.
That's so cool.
Congratulations.
That
to
orb,
the
I don't know.
champion, Max Verstappen
That's
has
so
won
dope.
it for the 4th time.
Alright, I'll turn it down or else we're gonna get... That might be it. Alright, friends. With that said, it looks like Max Verstappen is officially 4-time world champion, which is amazing.
Yes.
George Russell did take the victory tonight, so he is the 2024 Las Vegas Grand Prix champion. And overall, it was a really fun race. I feel like it went by really fast. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yes, absolutely.
It went by really fast.
It went by really fast, but we hope that, you know, maybe in the future when there's a race like this, where it's not like so late or so early for that matter, that we can maybe do this again. But, you know, we appreciate you guys just hanging out with us, doing something different Saturday night. Once again, for our members, we are looking to possibly going live tomorrow in the evening. What time do you think we'd go live?
Probably whenever the baby goes to bed.
So probably like around 9. Let's call it 9, like
Yeah.
around 9. And so it'll be more of a like kind of like this, an intimate live stream where you guys know where we just kind of open up the talk to pretty much almost anything and everything. Sometimes it goes off the rails a little earlier than our typical Friday live stream, so it gets really funny, it gets really silly. So it's honestly like for our members, I think one of the funner things that we get to do exclusively for you guys. So with that said, I am gonna call it. We're gonna call it right now. We're gonna get some rest. Grace is probably gonna go to sleep. I'll probably stay up watching a little bit of the post action right here with all the interviews and all that. But we appreciate you guys always supporting, always showing that love. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. And like always, we will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Good night.
Bye.
Congratulations, Max Verstappen.